Hello all. This is a video to help you kind of navigate your way through the gigantic, all the sessions that are available for ISTE in Chicago. So I am super excited. ISTE is like one of my favorite places to go. And I am going to try to help you guys navigate through lots and lots and lots of sessions. If you had a chance to look at them, it's kind of overwhelming, but there's lots of different things to do and to suit every single learner that we have here. The first thing you want to do is log in. So in your login button, you want to go ahead and hit login, and it'll bring you to this. This page is pretty important. You can access this on your phone also. That's how I navigated through ISTE. I just had it on my phone. Your digital tote, you can store conference materials like your handouts and things like that when you're there. You can just click on them and they'll throw them into your digital tote and you can get to them later. Your favorites is when you start marking your favorite sessions, and then you can go through and sort through them later since it's huge. Looking back, if you want to see what some of the sessions did last year, this is a good place to go view them. If you haven't had a chance to watch Jenny Maraji's keynote speech at last year's ISTE, it is phenomenal and it will inspire you to do great things. So the first thing we're going to talk about is if you want to go to attend. Up here at the top, there's different things. The program search is where it's going to let you into all the programs that's there. But I'm going to start with the learning guide really quick because there's a couple of different sessions things that you need to take note of. And they'll all be listed like this in the program. They'll have these little icons. So listen and learn is just you sit down and it's usually a moderator, things like that. Participate and share is sometimes it's a panel. Explore and create, these are huge. This is bring your own device and you get to create things while people are telling you about them. And then there's engage and connect. That's from the different sponsors that are in the exhibit hall. So those are the different ways that you can look for things in the session. Also up under the attend, if you go to highlights, if you are totally overwhelmed and you have no idea where to start, they have different sessions set up for different things. So the principals might want to click on school leaders and it will walk you through, here's what we think would be really cool for a school leader to do. If you like any of these, you just click on the little star over here and it will put you in your favorites. Now I want you to notice, see, this one is going to be sponsored by probably ISTE itself, because it's got that yellow icon right there. This one right here means that it is pre-registration is required, so it is a ticketed event. Just a note on the ticketed events, you can only do one per day, not 3 like I tried to do when I went to San Antonio. It will tell you that you can only do 1 per day. So if you like this schedule or you like parts of this schedule, this is set up for administrators. You can click on those kinds of things. If you are worried about computer science, you can click on that. If you're looking at just the ISTE standards, you can click on that and that'll walk you through a sample schedule starting with Sunday and moving your way through. If you want to tackle the whole big program, that's what this program search is about. Now, you can use this program search anytime, even after you've got your favorites all stacked up. You can filter all through days, you can filter through formats. So let's say if you start on Sunday, it's going to bring up these Sunday events. And you'll notice that they start, like some of them, you need to pay attention to because you got to watch the time. Right now they don't have the locations. But I will tell you this from going to ISTE before, that you cannot go from back to back to back to back sessions. It's almost nigh on impossible because we're in the McCormick Center and things can be miles away from each other. And I'm not even joking. It can be a mile away. And you got to navigate through 10,000 people in the same place. So you might want to like schedule a session and then give yourself some different times. Usually when they post them up like this is an active lecture. I'm going to go to Monday because Sunday doesn't have what I'm looking for. Monday, they will usually put the poster sessions first. So the poster sessions are really kind of cool to go to. And all of these will be in the poster sessions from 8 to 10. So you don't even have to, like what I just did is I picked, I want to go see like the 10 best tools for students with disabilities in inclusive classrooms. So I'll just click that and it's going to go automatically into my favorites. So when I go back and check my favorites, it'll be in there. All of these will be in a big, gigantic, I'm actually talking with my hands and you guys can't see me, which is cracking me up. This will go into, these poster sessions are in like a foyer or a big entrance to the conference session, and there's you know, maybe 20 of them during that 2-hour time period. And you don't have to have a ticket to go into those. You can just scan through those. So when I was in between sessions, I was walking through the poster sessions and just kind of looking at what it is. There'll be teachers there with students. It's hands-on. It's like they have displays. You get to talk to those students and ask them what's going on. So the poster sessions are always kind of fun to go to. I went to 3 or 4 of them, and I usually tried to hit one per day that I was there at the conference. Note that in the morning, this morning, on Monday morning, that the exhibit hall is not open until 10 o'clock. So they want people out and going. So you'll notice there's big poster sessions listed. Creative Playground, you can go there. They usually have things for you to try that's a hands-on. It's usually sponsored by somebody in the exhibit hall. Then here's a different poster session. So they're actually going to have 2 different areas where they're going to have poster sessions going, it looks like they did last time. Lots of poster sessions going. So you just kind of scan down, and when you get to the greens and the blues and the purples, that's when we start to get into the sessions that you can do. Check your times. So for instance, beyond the slideshow, Unleashing Student Creativity with Google Slides, which I actually want to go see. So I can't add it to I want to add it to my favorites anyway, even though it's a registered event. So that I'm going to add it to my favorites and see if that's the one I want to spend my ticketed advice or my ticketed pick on, because there might be something later on in the day. So I just go through and I just kind of click on my favorites, and then I go back, and if it's a ticketed event, then I choose which one I want. The trick to the ticketed events is once you have a ticket, you're guaranteed a seat. If you want to take your chances and you want to go back in, and you can sit in the line, and if there's any open seats, then they'll let the people who don't have tickets in. Now, the tickets don't cost you anything. There are some that are half days that might cost you an extra little something, but most of the ticket events did not cost you anything. They just guarantee you a seat in that thing. This Becoming a Google School Teachers Collaborators, that one might be an interactive lecture. So that one might be, Google runs a bunch of stuff, and you want to get there early to the Google things. So then these are just the sit down and listen to what's happening in the things, in what people are doing. The BYOBs, here it is, BYOB Extended Robotics Play Lab. So that's going to be bring your own device, and they're going to have, that one's a ticketed one too. Usually if it's a bring your own device, it's going to be a ticketed event. These Snap ones you can go to. You may have to wait in line to get into the room. But basically that is how this works. And you'll notice that it goes forever. Do not, oh yeah, Creative Storytelling with Adobe Spark. That one's a good one to go to. Do not, I'm getting distracted by shiny things. Don't forget to allow yourself some time for lunch, because it is so easy to overschedule yourself that you forget to eat lunch. So I actually made myself take an hour and a half out of the day because it's going to be crowded, and I'm really not sure how they're going to do lunch at the McCormick Center, because it's not really close to anything. When we were in San Antonio, we were right across from a mall, so it was easy, and like 3 blocks away from downtown. So it was easy to go and grab something that was a little off the beaten path, and you didn't have to eat there. They did have food there that you could buy and sit down and eat. So there's just, see, poster sessions show up again. So they run them for about 3 hours each chunk. So you have time to go to a session, then come back to the poster sessions and see if there's anything in there that you like. So that's basically how it goes. Your favorites are your friend, because this gets overwhelming. And you want to just kind of plan out your day. If you have any questions about how this works, or you want some help in picking some sessions, feel free to contact me. So I hope you guys have a great time picking stuff out for ISTE. It is a mind-blowing event, and I can't wait to go.